You know, the media is continuing, even though the Barr summary came out quoting Mueller that there was no collusion. I've said we want the report. I would like to see the report, but they're still covering it 24/7. Meanwhile, a lot of the progressives like myself, Aaron Mate, Glenn Greenwald, I don't know if Michael Tracy would classify himself as a progressive. Michael Tracy, who am I forgetting? Lee Camp, Jamal Thomas, many others. Matt Taibbi have all along been saying, while you focus on the new Cold War, Trump is doing terrible, toxic shit right in the open, and it's getting no coverage. Like approving, blowing off a federal judge is ruling. A federal judge ruled against the Keystone Pipeline. He denied the permit that Trump had granted, and now Trump is just saying, to hell with the federal judge. Laws don't apply. Trump's unprecedented plan to restart the Keystone XL pipeline may be illegal. President Donald Trump ratcheted up the drama over the Keystone XL pipeline Friday when he issued a presidential memorandum to push the oil pipeline through, despite a recent court ruling against it. And opponents plan on taking him back to court over it. After all, his action could set a new precedent for presidential power over such infrastructure if he gets away with it. The Keystone XL pipeline has lost and gained approval over and over again under separate administrations and lawsuits. Most recently, the proposed 1,179-mile-long pipeline from Alberta, Canada to Nebraska was put on pause in November after a federal district court judge concluded the project's environmental impact analysis failed to properly assess its impact on the climate, the impacts of potential oil spills, and more. All issues that need attention under the National Environmental Policy Act, the judge ordered the State Department to redo that analysis. Now, Trump is telling Judge Brian Morris to go screw himself. This new presidential permit is supposed to replace one the president issued just days after taking office in 2017. And the president is asserting that NEPA, the National Environmental Protection Act, doesn't have power over this permit the way it did over the last one. It's clear the White House believes it could go around that earlier executive order. This is where things grow complicated. You see, when Trump issued a federal permit for the pipeline in 2017, he delegated authority over that process to the State Department. That permit sought federal regulatory approval and input from the public and federal agencies. This time around, however, the president is not involving anyone else. The new permit is issued simply, quote, by the authority vested in Trump as President of the United States. This move is unprecedented, said Doug Hayes, a senior attorney with the Sierra Club, who's helping litigate the case. It's pretty clear that this new permit was an attempt to circumvent the court's rulings and the environmental law altogether. This is the first time, at least since 1968, that a president has tried to just avoid all that altogether. But Russia. But Russia. But Russia. To hammer this home, here's my interview with a member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe, Joy Braun, who is going to be impacted this along with the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe.
You need to have the Department of State signing off on anything that crosses the United States border, whether that's Canada or Mexico. So this particular, we absolutely believe that this particular that this is illegal, and that we will stop it again.
And it seems to me, obviously, with such delays for Keystone TransCanada, Trump might be doing this because, frankly, I would think investors are going to start pulling out if this thing doesn't start getting built. Do you think that played a part?
I think so. I think that that's definitely a case. TransCanada, or they're changing their name to TC Energy, has its annual meeting coming up this next month up in Canada, and they're going to have to answer to their shareholders. And if you are a shareholder, or you know a shareholder of TransCanada or TC Energy, let them know this is not going to get built. We have stopped this pipeline 3 times before, and we will stop it again.
And you mentioned this is not Standing Rock. Obviously, the attention and all the activism and organizing and all that Unfortunately, most of that happened when the pipeline was already halfway built, whereas now there's been pre-construction, but not, really active construction. So what do people need to know? Because obviously this is the new frontier. We've already seen reports that, the Morton County Sheriff from Standing Rock days has been going around the country giving, guidance to police departments on how to deal with these eco-terrorists, they like to call them. And I know that both in Nebraska and other paths that the Keystone Pipeline can go through, is going through, police departments have definitely built up their stock of weaponry.
Yeah, they have. We have reports from, like, here in South Dakota, from the Highway Patrol and from different counties of the different types of equipment that they have brought in. We have reports that Kyle Kirchmeier told some of the sheriff's departments to arm their children. I mean, can you imagine telling that somebody to arm their kids? We never had guns. If we had guns in Ocheti, that would have been all over the frickin' news, and they would have come in with guns a-blazing on us. So we never had guns. We were always unarmed.
That full interview is up on our YouTube, Status Coup, youtube.com/statuscoup. Thanks to Joy. And why I'm showing you this is I want to see the Mueller report. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. But all these people that think Trump is awful, he's doing things day to day that actually are endangering our planet and, our people and your wallet. Nothing. No media coverage. Why isn't Joy and other Native Americans at Cheyenne River, at Pine Ridge, from Nebraska, and other tribes where this pipeline is going through? This pipeline is going to cover, I believe, go through 700 parts, 700 streams of water, including the Missouri River, where the Dakota Access Pipeline has gone under. To our knowledge, the Dakota Access Pipeline has leaked at least 5 times. But of course, could have leaked more times than that have not been reported, including in the Missouri River. So Trump basically tossing out a federal judge's ruling is, I think, illegal. And hopefully, I mean, she did say they're going to, file another lawsuit. But this is what should be getting attention, but isn't. Because it's not sexy. It's not the new Cold War. It's not sensational. It just affects the most vulnerable people in our society. That doesn't sell on CNN or MSNBC, does it? Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.